What's up, guys? So we got a question from Andrea, who's having issues with her tall opponents squeezing her. So her question is, how do you deal with tall people who, basically once they get you into their guard, they use their legs to squeeze you? And she's wondering if I have a good idea on how to break the guard and deal with that situation. She says it's hard enough trying to, break the guard, but then they're squeezing her, making it difficult to breathe. So I do have a tall person. I have Chad here, and he's going to put me in this position. Now, Chad's not too bad about this. Chad opens up his guard a lot, but we did have a guy in the gym, a friend of mine named Larry. Larry, if you're watching this, what's up, big guy? And Larry would put me into a body triangle. And when Larry put me into a body triangle, Larry was he taller than you?
He was taller than me.
Yeah, he was like a tall dude, but his if you were to look at Larry's body, his legs were up to his if my waist is here, his legs would be up to here of me. I mean, he had these long legs, and he's well over 200 pounds, and so he would take these legs and lock them around me, and then just squeeze. It made me want to poop myself. And so again, I was having trouble breaking it, especially in that body triangle. It was very difficult to break. It's a little bit harder for Chad to do it because I'm a little bit big, but when this would happen, here's what I did. It was hard for me to break the guard in those situations, so I said, well, screw it. If you're gonna squeeze me, I'll make it uncomfortable for you. So what I did is I do a thrust choke. So I'm gonna grab his collar, and when you do this, take your hands, keep them down. Don't come up and grab like this. Kind of be incognito about it, right? Keep your head down here. I'm gonna take my hand, we're gonna have 4 fingers in on one side, thumb in the other. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this grip across his neck. I'm gonna pull this gi back to tighten everything up. And then I'm gonna pop up on my toes, and I'm gonna drive my weight. Now I'm gonna be easy right here for right now. But the idea is I would drive this fist to the floor and then put all my weight in there. And it is a legit submission. If you don't respect this, you'll go to sleep. I've seen several people where they'll be in here, and there was actually a match one time where the guy had almost like an arm bar going, put me in like a position right here, had this kind of position, and he was trying to squeeze right here, and then the person on the bottom went out. So again, if the person's putting you and they're just squeezing your legs, brace with your core as best you can, right? I know it's gonna be tough. Take your hands, let's grab the collar here, thumb in, 4 fingers on the outside, 4 fingers on the inside on this one. Pull this across. Again, we have to have a little slack in it because I have to make sure this gi can go across to put pressure on the carotids here, and then meet over here, because my fist and this other side of the collar ultimately has to put pressure on this side, right? Because again, we're not trying to push it into the trach, we're trying to put it into the carotids. The carotids is what I want. That's what makes people go to sleep. So pull, push, and then again, we're gonna come all the way up onto our fist here. And again, I would hold this down the whole time here, and then put all your weight into it. And a lot of times what I found is that when they're in that position, they typically let go, because when you're here, I'm going, boom, his guard opens up, boom. Then we can come back there and go for it. You have to be careful, obviously, for arm locks and stuff like that, but because you're keeping the person pinned with that grip, it's hard for them to open up and immediately spin for the arm lock or whatever they might be going for. But give that a try. The next time you're rolling with someone, I guess if there's someone in particular that question was for, if they're squeezing your legs, Andrea, see if you can come up, put that thrust choke in, and make it really uncomfortable and threaten them a little bit so that they have to open the guard. So, thanks for the question. Hope that helps. Guys, I'll talk to you next time.